Hello everyone, my name is Gnanaraju. I would like to present you one of the wonderful videos on the topic called Personalizing Your Food Pyramid. So I have 22 years of experience in nutrition and fitness. So with my experience, I would like to present you this content. This will be great help for you. I'm sure you will be blessed by this content called How to Understand the Food Pyramid and also how to personalize according to your requirements, your family requirements. So this is a relatively new subject for many of the people. So let me help you to understand it step by step. So before that, let me introduce about myself. I was a former district registrar and I'm worked as a government officer under Group 1 services of a Andhra Pradesh government for 10 years as a district registrar in Registration Stamps Department. Then I quit my job. So before that, I worked. I also had my MSc, Master of Science in Zoology, and also I have a lot of certifications in including Advanced Diploma in Nutrition Fitness, Advanced Certification in Clinical Nutrition, and also several certificates on Sports Nutrition, Fitness, and Exercise Science, and also in Calisthenics, and also in including Nutrition, CPR, AED, and all that, running and all that. So, what is this food pyramid? Actually, government wanted to make people to realize the complex nutrition part into pyramid. Pyramid is somewhere like a shape in which the bottom, the base level is largest, meaning you have to take lot food in that. So the portion size should be can be higher when there is a bottom, the highest, largest, and eventually when it is tapering, the second level it should be lesser, and even third level even lesser, and fourth level, top level, it should be smallest portion. So this gives you some kind of idea to the people saying that nutrition you have to take it in terms of different size of different components of the nutrients. For example, carbohydrates, protein, and fats, and fiber food and milk items and non-veg, how much to take, how to take. So this gives some kind of ideas. Okay. So this evolution of the food pyramid actually started ever since US Department of Agriculture, USDA, started in the year 1992 with USDA food pyramid. So it initially said, why don't you take like this, like a made like again like a pyramid. It's at the bottom, you take 6 to 11 servings of carbohydrates, particularly bread, cereal, rice, pasta group. It's a group. Then again in the second level, okay, the fruit group 2 to 4 servings in a day, and vegetable group 3 to 5 servings in a day. Again, small portion, and above even smaller portion, milk and yogurt, and cheese group 2 to 3 servings. And again, this side, again 2 to 3 servings of meat, poultry, fish, dry beans, eggs, and nuts group to get the protein requirement. And above top of it, it's going for a good fat, like good fat and oils and sweets to be very sparing. So this gives some idea about what to take, how much to take, very sparingly, how much to take, and moderate quantity, how much, and large quantity, which one to take. But eventually, from 2005 to 2011, again they revised the food pyramid, saying, no, 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 this is confusing. Let us do like this way. Okay, they said they can take in consideration of the age and also gender and activity level, because for women requirements are different from compared to men, and the age group, different age groups have different kind of dietary requirements, and also activity. Some people do gym and exercise and manual work. Some people don't do so much of work. So accordingly, the activity wise they have to design. So this gives some kind of idea like a cake. In the cake, how you cut into small pieces instead of making horizontally, made like a vertical pieces. Okay, it says take in a portions like a grain some portion in a plate, and vegetable some portion, fruit should be some portion, milk items suppose and some portion, meat and beans some portion. And again after 2011 till now, again they made with a revised plate, that food pyramid made like a plate. In plate, he said like, basically it's like a plant-based model. So divided into 4 sections. Half of the plate supposed to be filled with fruits and vegetables. Half of the plate. Okay. And 1/4 should be grains, preferably whole grains and proteins. And side dish could be dairy, low fat or low fat options. And little protein. So half will go to fruits and vegetable. Rest of half will go to grains and protein, and some portion with the dairy. So why these kind of food pyramids or food plates they given? Recommendation, because to promote the balanced eating, prevent nutritional deficiencies, that also to indirectly help in weight management, and that will help reduce the risk of chronic diseases by increasing the immunity power, and also to encourage sustainable eating habits. Some people skip the meal, some people don't eat, some people irregularly eat, sometimes on and off, to see that everybody have a good nutrition requirement, so eating patterns, so they promote this kind of plate. But in the modern day, people are again adapting according to their culture. Like a Mediterranean diet pyramid is different, Asian food pyramid is different, Indian food pyramid is different, vegetarian food pyramid and vegan pyramids are different. So now, if you see Mediterranean diet, mostly they eat Mediterranean areas like South America and European areas. They eat a lot of olives and they drink wine. Unlike in Indian context, they take a lot of fish sometimes. That their cereals are different, but compared with our cereal, they eat a lot of potatoes and whole grain. They prefer whole grain bread, pasta, rice, couscous, polenta, quinoa, and other grains. Should be base, and above it daily. They given some three four components daily to be taken, like legumes, fruits, and vegetables, and olive oil, and cheese, and yogurt. And weekly components also given, and monthly components also. Monthly, they said monthly few limited of meat, but weekly can take sweets and eggs and poultry and fish and seafood and all that. But again, for Chinese, in Asia, different, and Korean plate is different, Indian plate is different. So in India also, again, some North Indian has most of vegetarian components, South India has most of non-vegetarian components. And India also, millets are there, pulses, grains, and many people eat ghee. Sometimes they eat a lot of dairy, milk. North India drink a lot of milk, but South India they don't take so much of milk, but they prefer curds and yogurt, those kind of things. So vegetarian, vegan options are coming up now. Keto diet also coming up. In keto diet, 70 to 70% priority will be on the fats. The calories come from the fat, and 20 to 25% of the calories come from the protein, and very less minimal carbohydrates, very less than 10%. So whereas Atkins diet totally different. It's a high protein diet. Keto diet is high fat diet, and plant-based diets are coming up saying, no, you don't eat non-veg at all. So they're compromising on the some non-veg components, or eating only, giving preference to plant-based. In the plant also, some people are going for even vegan, means they don't even get a source from the non-veg or even animal source, including milk. They avoid the milk, avoid the eggs and all that. So naturally, there will be nutrition deficiencies like B12 and iron deficiencies. And there are also paleo diet and food pyramids coming up. Paleo means ancestor kind, how ancestors ate. They eat a lot of meat and fish and vegetables and nuts, and they don't depend so much on the grains and dairy and processed foods. And similarly, intermittent fasting also coming up. Accordingly, pyramids also coming up. It's saying there's a window of 8 hours to 16 hours. In 16 hours, they don't eat, but in window of 8 hours period, they eat. They also try to eat that nutrition dense food in that 8 hours period. But few people understand that nutrition density and calorie density, how much to balance. They go by their own senses. So that end up in futurely a lot of nutrition deficiencies. And also recently in the mega research, they found out that intermittent fasting also creates a lot of problem. The heart issues are coming up because there is a compromise on the protein, because you require to give protein every day in every meal, every 3 hours, every 3 4 hours. But once in 8 hours is not good. So naturally that affects on the heart. That recent articles are coming up. So that's the reason why we also have to understand about portion control. Portion is not just only nutrient, but also how much portion. Not just only water, 8 glasses, what kind of glasses, the size of the glass, portions, and which to be eaten first, which to be eaten last. That's also important from digestion point of view. For example, if you eat protein first, protein will take time to digest. But fruits, if you give first, they quickly digest, and later on you can take protein. But if they take protein first, then fruits and vegetables they'll not get digested, end up in intoxication. So that is the reason why there is also order of preference, which to be eaten first, which to be eaten last. So those things also important. So ultimately, the focus is supposed to be on choose whole grains or refined grains like maida. Those things you should not go for brown rice, or whole grain means without processed, unprocessed. Increase fruits and vegetable intake. Modern day life, people are not taking so much of fruits and vegetables. Number three, prefer lean protein sources. White meat is better than red meat because in the red meat, it's not lean. A lot of fat also is there infused part of it. Number four, limit processed foods and sugary foods. Carbohydrates should be starchy food should be less as much you can, and also processed foods. You have to minimize as much you can. And number five, watch hydration, water also, water intake. Number six, portion control. So alongside exercise, physical activity is also taken in the part of the 2005 pyramid onwards. So WHO recommends at least 30 minutes of moderate exercise, at least for 5 days in a week for 30 minutes. That is including 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week. 5 days is the average per week. So that exercise also should be not just only walking, not should only yoga, should be resistance, also strength exercise, different kind of workout because every workout has different kind of benefit on the muscles. So in currently unfortunately the problem is diabetes is becoming a big problem now. 100 million in India are now diabetic and it is rising. In the last 4 years, 44% is the growth as per ICMR study. So that means not just 100 million are diabetic, but also 136 million are pre-diabetic. See where we are going. So much is the issue now because of high carbohydrate incidence of eating. Our culturally we eat 62% of calories come from carbohydrates. And our carbohydrate dependency is making us diabetic as per ICMR and NI. So traditionally we are eating rice and roti culture. Now if you ask them don't eat, then problem. Then how to eat? Instead of eating, reduce the carbohydrate, but mostly we are eating carbohydrate from 60 to 70%. So no wonder we are getting that sugar index and causing a lot of health challenges, including obesity, uric acid, and burden on the kidneys and a lot of things. Changing eating habits, fueling obesity and diabetes. This is as per ICMR. And these are serial killers. How India's love for rice and roti is taking a health toll. So, including millets. Millets also good, but millets should be taken in a very small portion. And by and large, millets also comes under carbohydrate only, starch component only, cereals only, not protein, nor good fat. Okay, so I'm telling you, everything has a limit, but unfortunately, our mindset is only cereals. So that's what in this article saying serial killer. Cereal is not SER, but CEREL. Cereals, nothing but rice, wheat, roti, chapati, idli, dosa, and millets, all that comes under cereals. So we have the love for rice and roti. So that is actually taking a toll on our metabolic diseases, including insulin resistance and diabetes and cholesterol and heart problems, triglycerides and all that. So added to that, we also need to understand basal metabolic rate. Metabolism is the kind of calories are burned by the body. Some are burned by the body, some physically we do in terms of exercise and also through non-exercise activity. Okay, both are important. Exercise activity, calories burning important, and also non-exercise activity like a daily activity. Alongside what body is burning, basal metabolic rate. This all together called as calories out. Okay, calories burning it should be matched with the calories in intake. So this is where many people they get confused. They want a diet chart. So one chart will not do the needful. They have to understand the whole science of nutrition. So for them, difficult to understand. They don't have time also. So that is where exactly our role comes into picture. We keep on educating as much we can, but also give them supplementation, some kind of shake, so that it will be simple to easy to take. So they don't need to break their head for losing their weight, break their head for overcoming these nutritional challenges. So these are examples of imbalanced breakfast, like North Indians take aloo paratha and South Indian take masala dosa usually. So, but they're deficient in some nutrients. Some are excesses, some are deficient. They're not balanced diets, but unfortunately they take it. Everybody take it, but because of cultural reason to take it. But now suddenly changing the culture, it will be difficult. So they think, what else we can eat? This is a problem. So ICMR says India is now facing a big epidemic in terms of epidemic is like a COVID kind of thing. Because of samosas, pizzas, and traditional food, fried food, baked food, and ultra processed foods are fueling the health crisis. That's what say. So that's the reason why they are saying limit and lower HFSS foods. What is the limiting? Limit is reduce as much. Lower limit means limited to small portions or lower. Okay, cut down as much you can. These foods, one is HFSS means high fried, high sugar, and high salt foods. So unfortunately, the most of the foods are that only we are eating. Bendi fry, dondi fry, chicken fry, egg fry, all those are fries. HFSS, high sugar. Sugar means not just only sugar. Starch also comes under sugar. Roti, sabji, idli, dosa, all that will comes under that only. Even most of the sabji also, like vegetables also comes under carbohydrate, complex carbohydrate. What to do? So vegetables you have to take it, but high, when it's high, you have to cut it down. High fried, high sugar, high salt foods. You have to as much cut down possible. Age, advanced glycation and products. What is this age happening is when you keep any fry in oil for longer hours, like how can I tell you, vada, gare, pure, or puri inside, when you keep on, in the boiling heated oil, so then age products are coming up. Age is advanced glycation end products, which causes more diabetes and other metabolic complications. Okay, so namkeens, like you see a lot of snacks there and continuously so removed from the continuous boiling of oil. So once you boil anything, heat any oil, you should throw it. You should not reuse. But unfortunately, if you go to Bandi or anywhere, this is what happening. So people are used to eat that kind of food. Then they say stop, they cannot stop because they are used to that culture. The habits will not go over a period of time. Then UPFs, ultra processed foods. This is also very important. Unfortunately, most of the namkeen, the packet foods, biscuits, snacks, kurkure, all that comes under ultra processed foods. Okay, so samosas, we're going too much from the nature. So that's the reason why ICMR and NIN saying rethink Indian thali. Indian thali, the meal, the plate, they are asking to rethink. Then, according to me, what is the rethink is our shakes. If you see, what else people can think? For low calorie, they don't understand calorie. Low sugar, low salt. Well, these are tasty food. We like tasty food. If you ask them to don't eat, they say, then what should I eat? You show me. So, unfortunately, this plastics is coming up even in the everywhere. Plastics are coming. Even woman placenta, you remember? Woman when pregnancy time, it is there in the womb of children. In the sperm, it is there plastics. Okay, egg is going up. Pesticide residues are there. Wrong cultivation methods, wrong growing methods, wrong cooking methods, wrong storing methods. Everywhere, this is unfortunately we are going too much drifted from the normal our ancestors' practices. So shake is always option two is always a good idea because of the challenges we face. But people they don't understand how to go, so they trying an artificial intelligence. They're going chat GPT asking, give me the diet. So they're falling into illness, critical ill. Instead of doctor, instead of nutrition, they're going asking somewhere. But our source is Dr. David Huber and many scientists, 300 PhDs are there in our company. They give us this nutrition philosophy in which they say clearly vitamins and minerals and phytonutrients, exercise important. 40% of calories should come from, not more than 40% calories should come from carbohydrate, that also whole grain. 25 grams of fiber, water is required, and protein should be at least 30% in every meal. Calories should come from 30% of the protein, calories from protein that up to 30% of calories should come from the good fat, omega, particularly with reference to omega 3 and rest and sleep. We're all focusing on balanced nutrition, not just only on nutrition, but also lifestyle, healthy, active lifestyle. So we focus on the nutrition density rather than the calorie density. If you go for any meal outside, it goes to 800,000 calories. One meal, unfortunately, so many calories, but loaded with calories, but less in nutrition density. Whereas shakes and our nutrition is mostly nutrition dense, just in low 200 calories, very less calories, but full of nutrition. So that is where it's simple to take, easy to take, ready-made to take, no need to break your head. Simple, easy, okay? So easy, practically it is easy for many kind of people who are following sedentary lifestyle. So this lifestyle changing is not a gradual. It is not there for last 40, 50 years. Suddenly last 40, 50 years is happening. But genes will not change in overnight. Genes takes thousands of years to change little. But our lifestyle is changed so drastically. You follow 4G phone, 3G phone, 5G phone, but we don't go for 5G food. Ours is like a 5G food. The shakes are like a five generation, like a new revised thali. Think like this, like a revised thali. Smart work we are doing. So this is like a smart food. 5G food for 5G times. Paradigm shift happened. So instead of that food pyramid, why don't you try this as a food pyramid, as per the food pyramid, as per the nutritional norms? It's simple to take, easy to take, and also need to be designed by your coach according to your requirements. So that's the reason why you require to personalize your food pyramid according to your requirements. This company, they're working for 95 countries, working for last 45 years, and we do 3 lakh internal tests conducted each year to verify ingredient purity, nutrition value, and taste, and supported by 300 staff scientists who are having PhDs. 19 labs are there to look up, check the quality of the products. And lot of certifications and accreditations are there across the world in all the 95 countries, including Indian FSSAI and LOGI, a lot of accreditations. So we've complied with all government rules and restrictions. So that is the reason why we suggest why don't you try it not only for you but also get benefit for your entire family, because it's simple to take, easy to take, and simple. No need to break your head. It's not a complex, simple. People always like simple things. So to reach out to me to design your diet and lifestyle and other kind of challenges we have in lifestyle, please let me know. You can reach out to us through Instagram, Facebook, website, YouTube, email, phone numbers are given. You're always welcome. But in case this video is referred not by me but someone, please talk to them, not me. Okay, if you are watching for the first time, you can talk to me, and you don't have any coach, then you talk to me. If you have a coach, please talk to them. Okay, we are into this field for last 22 years, and that is the reason why we have enough experience to design the programs. Personally, we also, me and my wife, I am 55 years, my wife is 48 years. We also do exercises. I also do full marathon. Cynthia also does 10 kilometers running. And my children, along with my children, we did Goa Ironman for half marathon. So running, and he does cycling 90 kilometers. So these are all things what we do. We preach what we practice, and we teach also what we know. So we don't keep all the secrets with us, we share. So similarly, I also want you to share whatever you learn this through this video. Please share to your people. Don't keep it with yourself, because sharing is caring, loving. If you love your person, share this video to your friends and family members. And like this video, subscribe to my channel, and thank you for your time, and thank you for your patience for watching this video. Wish you all the best. God bless you. See you next time.